What's up? What's up? What is going on, gang? What is going on? Got Ball and AC Maz is here. Michael Shin. What's happening, guys? What is it? Top of the ninth, no outs. Yankees are down 8-1. It wasn't our night tonight. It's bound to happen. Even the best teams get their butts kicked. So just happened. And, the Twins are not a cakewalk. They are in first place in the AL Central for a reason. So they're a good team. And, better than we got a base hit. Almost a base hit here. Safe at first, Rizzo. Hit a ball into the shift. He played it, threw it. The first baseman dropped it. So Rizzo's on first. Rizzo is on first. What is happening, gang? Big boy's in the house. I hear you, big boy. I hear you, man. I mean, it happens, right? It happens. I mean, Nestor didn't have it. I mean, we can't expect them to be just on all the time. It's just very unrealistic to expect that. So Nestor's going to get hit. Tyon's going to get hit. Cole gets hit. Like Severino's going to get hit. Montgomery's going to get hit. They're all going to get hit. And our lineup's going to stink from time to time, too. So it is what it is, But to win tomorrow, they take the series. So, and that, to me, is, moving forward. Unless they come back and win this one, I doubt it. But Stanton's up. No, it's 8-1. Twins in the ninth inning. So, and it'd be nice if Stanton just went yard just to kind of get himself into a rhythm again. Even though he went yard yesterday, want him to get into a kind of a groove again too. So, and he's just swinging through stuff. Unfortunately, stuff right up the middle is not. I mean, Judge didn't look good tonight. I mean, just none of them. I mean, it happens. It happens. So it's all right. It's part of it. And what else? We got DMs in the house. What is happening? Yeah, it's a tough game. Hard hit ground ball, double play. Double play, 2 outs. Just like that. So, hard hit double ground ball to Gio Urshela. Threw it the second, completed the double play. It just happens. So, had 69 misses, slide at the bottom of the zone to Miranda at the bottom of the fourth, which should have been a strikeout for Nestor. Yeah. It happened. It wasn't only that, too, Michael Shen. I mean, he got hit the whole game, Nestor Cortez. So he didn't have it. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have it. And it is what it is. So, and Donaldson. Okay. Hey, Fritz Walker, what's happening, man? Yeah, hey, if you just got in here, make sure you hit the like button. I want to get them likes up really quickly, if you don't mind. Celtics, Celtics. I mean, they're a tough team. They're a tough team. They're really fighting the Golden State Warriors. That's for damn sure. So, and it's actually nice to see a tough fought series. And that's why I'm hoping the Rangers fight back here and take it back to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they won the first 2, they lost the next 2, and then Game 5 I think is in Madison Square Garden. So they got to win that one. They have to win that one. So they're playing an awful lot of 7-game series, man. So I hope they're not wiped out if they get to the cup. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah. After today, we'll be 40-16, 24 games over 500. Can't really complain. Like, it happens. It happens. It's totally fine. I mean, we'll get to it though. Once the game is over, we'll go through the stats and whatnot. We'll go through the box. And all right, so we got a 3-1 to Josh Donaldson. 3-1 count to Donaldson. So, and most of the box score has Twins written all over it, obviously. So, but it happens. Ben Myers, how you doing, my man? What's good? We got a trade and flip here between Yankees and the Pirates. Base hit Josh Donaldson. Hard hit to left field. Trade and flip was between the Yankees and the Pirates, and then the Reds and the Yankees. Interesting. 98 team got stumped. Yeah, and they had a rough couple games in the second half of the year, too. Yeah, they got stomped, too. All these top teams get stomped. They all do. It's part of it, And again, this is why I don't, buy into they're on pace for 117 wins. He's on pace for 65 home runs. It is way too early in the season to be like, they're on pace for this, he's on pace for that. As much as I like people being excited about our team and our players, which is much better than people just bashing our team and our players all the time, I don't really buy into that stuff. Just because anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, you think the Yankees have to make a trade, DM? What are you thinking of, man? What's your trade you're thinking of? I mean, I do too. I do too. They need some reinforcements one way or another. It's just, yeah, 1-1 to Gleyber Torres. Delaware makes me nervous. Nice guy now. Thielbar, yeah. Archer, Archer was decent today. Against the Yankees. Tampa, Pittsburgh, yeah. All right, we're 1-2 now to Gleyber Torres. 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. And we'll see what happens here. And again, hopefully they learn from this and they learn from this loss. And they have to, how well they respond to tough losses like this is going to be one of the things that defines their character and that builds their character. So hopefully, whoever's on the mound tomorrow, and hopefully these guys get right back into it and try to win this series. So, but again, this is the Twins. They're a better team than they were on those years when the Yankees were just sweeping them in the playoffs. So they're a better team. Struck out Gleyber Torres. High heat, game over. Twins win 8-1. So let's go over the Helene Fisher, part German. Hello. Bednar, yeah, Michael Shin, yes. I put out a video earlier about 3 with my lineup. I went over 3 top bullpen Yankee targets, and Bednar was one of them. No doubt about it. So in the 4th inning, Gio RBI single, and then Jose Miranda on a single 2 made it 2-0, and DJ hit an RBI sac fly to make it 2-1. And then the bats just started taking off. Ryan Jeffers hit a big home run off, and Brian Buxton hit home runs off Nestor. And Kepler with an RBI ground out in the 6th, and Trevor Larnach with an RBI double, make it 6-1. Those back-to-back home runs were in the 5th, by the way. And Jose Miranda with an RBI single, make it 8-1. Excuse me, a 2-run single, make it 8-1. And that was pretty much it. That's the offense. So, and the offense for the Yankees again was the RBI sac fly to DJ. So, pitching wise, Nestor Cortes 4 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. 3 strikeouts. Just didn't have it. It happens. Clark Schmidt came out an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs. He didn't really have it that much either, but he took some innings and gave some long relief. And then Manny Banuelos, who actually gave up a hit and Clark Schmidt left him with a mess with the bases loaded, and he gave a 2-run hit. 2 of those runs were credited to Schmidt. So, but Manny Banuelos threw 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. So. Clean ball for the most part, aside from the fact that he gave up a couple of hits. It was good to see Manny Banuelos throw a couple innings again. So, and I would be doing it a little bit more often if I were him, if I were them, utilizing him more often. So, just annoying how 1 missed call changes in that bat. Yeah, I mean, it's, it happens, Michael Shin. But again, Nestor got hit really hard. So that 1 at bat doesn't really change that much the game. The Yankees didn't do anything today. Anything. But I totally get what you're saying. Glad Jefferson Buck are getting hits again. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens. When guys slump, they start to get hot, and then guys are hot, start to slump. It's what it is. Miguel Andujar for Tyler Mahle. It might cost more than that, but, why not? The Pirates get Torres, Licky, Dominguez, Waldichuk, Wisniewski, Trey Sweeney. The Yankees get Brian Reynolds, Ben Gamel, both of them, huh? JT Brubaker and David Bednar. Then you flip Brubaker and Gamel with Andujar, Vargas, and Gomez over to Seattle, and you get Castillo and Sessa. Huh? So they would get Brian Reynolds, JT Brubaker, David Bednar, Luis Castillo, and Luis Sessa. That is a trade right there, Mazza. I like that trade and flip. It's quality, man. Really, really quality. Yeah, man. It's, poorly timed hits. They left a bunch of guys on base. They were just not hitting the ball, striking. They suck today. And that's it. So, yeah, I mean, it's just Nestor didn't have it. Again, our starters, they're all going to go through this. They're all going to go through it. It's just part of the deal. So it is part of the deal. So, it happens. And again, like I said yesterday, the Twins are not a cakewalk. This is a team that's expecting to be in the playoffs, and right now they're in first place. So anytime you play a first place team, you're gonna face some challenges, and the Yankees clearly face that today. So how they adjust and adapt tomorrow, we'll see how well they come back and hopefully win the series. So we'll see. What's up, Jason Long? What's happening, man? Exactly, Stephen. Man, tomorrow's a new day. That's it. Chalk it up. Make some adjustments. Come back tomorrow and try to get them. So, and again, they didn't use Clay Holmes. They didn't use Michael King. So, court a couple guys. So, it's good. It's good. Castro. They have some of these guys more fresh arms. So hopefully they'll come in handy tomorrow. Tomorrow will be interesting with Cole. Yeah, I'm calling them out. I hope Cole's. I hope he brings it tomorrow night. So I really do. And again, this is a tough Twins team. Trade and flip too to the Yankees, Oakland, and Kansas City Yankees. Let's go, Mazza. Yeah, I mean Hicks. I like that throw out that he did, throwing that guy out at home from left field. It was a decent throw, and he's heating up a tiny bit. I don't know if he has enough for a trade value yet, Chloe. But if he does, I mean, I would be considering moving him. That's for darn sure. That's for darn sure. So, arbitration hearing for judges in July, Sal. July. Go Rangers one tomorrow. They go, yes, come on, Rangers, man. Yes, this is what I don't like about what's going on right now, Sevy. Carpenter sat like 3 straight games. To me, he needs to be playing tomorrow. He needs to be playing tomorrow. So, all good, Long. 21st of June. Is that I thought it was in July. Maybe it's 21st of June. Arbitration hearing for judge. A trade for Andrew Benintendi is something a lot of us have been talking about. So, it might do them some good. Benintendi and Barlow would be really nice if they had the willingness to put up a little bit. Put up some prospects and give what it'll take to get them. So, yeah, Chris Archer was good today against the Yankees. So, it happens. But yeah, I want to see Carpenter back in there tonight. Yeah, 2 Tampa, Toronto, and Houston. They have a tough stretch coming up, the Yankees. They definitely do. So, I agree. Only DH for Carpenter, Godfather, 100%. 100%. Bronx Talks, definitely a rough game, boys. Definitely a rough game. Unfortunately, I mean, again, this is bound to happen, right? Yankees are going to get lit up sometimes. They're going to light up teams, and more often they're winning more often than not. They're 40-16. So again, the losses just suck more when they come. So they had won 6 in a row or 7 in a row actually, and they were bound to lose something. So hopefully, again, how well they rebound tomorrow will give us a good idea of how well they rebound from things like this and position themselves and give themselves a little bit better footing for this tough stretch they have coming. So. But June's going to be a tough stretch, the latter part of June. So, Molly, hello. Robert Johnson's in the house. Hey, with lightning. Hey. Ranges, baby. Is Miguel? Well, he has to be traded. So, I mean, I don't know, Aiden, when it's going to happen. But my guess is it probably will. But they're not going to. The Yankees don't. They're not going to rush anything. They're going to wait until they get something back for him, and it's going to be hard to do if he's not playing. But if he's playing well in AAA, then it'll maybe make it a little bit easier. But we'll see. Trade and flip here. So Oakland gets Gleyber Torres, Michael King, Waldachuk, Gomez, Wells, Sigel. Yankees get Montez, Tyler Soderstrom, Puck, Caprillion, and then they flip Andujar, Caprillion, Puck, Wisniewski, Arias, Cabrera. Oh my God, over. To the Royals, and then in the Royals they get Barlow, Benintendi, with Merrifield. Shoo! So the Yankees, we have Montez, Soderstrom, Barlow, Benintendi, and Merrifield. That's a nice return to. I like these trade and flips, Mazza. They're good. It's good. I like them. They're good stuff. Yeah, I agree. Let's try to avoid a June swoon here. Got to pick them right back up where they get left off, and the good teams, the really good teams are really good at preventing long, terrible losing streaks. So, do I think the Twins' offense is? Yeah, it's legit, Adam. It's legit. The trade deadline is August 2nd, Aiden. August 2nd. Couple days late because they started the season a little bit late too. So they moved it back a few days. Please don't trade King. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade him either, but these trades that Mazza puts out are pretty fascinating. They really are. Oh yeah, Bronx Talks. Are you guys still here, Bronx Talks? Are you guys still in? If you guys haven't seen Bronx Talks channel, go check them out. Ryan and Christian, they have a good channel, very well informed, very good Yankee content. They're young Yankee fans. They know what they're talking about and have a very fun, entertaining channel. So go check them out. Please support them by subscribing to their channel. So I want to help them kind of work their way up and turn their channel into a big one too. I want to help as many Yankee content creators in the community as I can. Boston Celtics up by 2. Udall's in the house. What's up, buddy? How are you, sir? Trade and flip between the Yankees, Padres, and then Miami and Yankees. Ooh, boy. Carlos Correa, Gio, and Garrett, probably the weakness. Correa, I mean, at some point, I think Correa will pick it up a little bit. But, yeah, he hasn't been great. Hasn't been great for the Twins. So, no doubt about that. And I think they're getting what they need and what they were expecting out of Gio and Sanchez. So, kill the offense. Yeah, I mean, it's just sad performance across the board, Adam, today. Our bats were just sleeping for the most part. So, and Glaber could play short. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I want to see Carpenter in the lineup tomorrow. I hope he plays tomorrow. I really do. Tigers swept the Pirates. I hope the Pirates keep falling out of contention so that they would actually consider trading Brian Reynolds and David Bednar. And if they do, I hope the Yankees jump all over that. Hell, Cashman are busy playing tiddlywinks. Yeah. I mean, again, but expect more games like this. The Yankees are going to lose more games. They're going to get their butts kicked, on occasion too. It's just, it happens, unfortunately. So, same, Sevy. Have a wonderful night. Have a great night. Oh, yeah, has that ankle, AC. Yeah, I would agree with that, Quillen. The Hicks had a good throw tonight, throwing that guy out at that home plate. I think there was Buxton, if I'm not mistaken. That was a nice throw. Do I see the Yankees keeping IKF at short long term? Well, I don't see them moving on from after this year, Peter. He's not a free agent until 2024. So I see him coming here too. This is kind of similar as a Didi situation. If he plays really well, the Yankees might want to keep him around. But I don't know, Yankee fans might want to keep him around. But Yankee fans wanted him to keep Didi, and they didn't do that. So they decided to try to move Glaber to shortstop, and that was a disaster. And they let Didi sign with the Phillies. So, but I see IKF staying here next year. He's stabilized the position right now. The position was a disaster before he got here. Even though he's had a couple of lapses in footwork or whatever, he's stabilized it. So, shouldn't he be hitting at least 290? Well, not necessarily. His defense has been pretty solid. A couple errors. He's like he's hitting like 275 or something like that. So, again, Adam, it's early in the season. For us, we can't be making all these. I mean, it's just in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense to be coming up with such, decisions or judgments just yet. It's early. I mean, look at Marcus Semien. He's terrible. Terrible. Look what he just got, $175 million. He's awful. Corey Seager, not good. Correa, not good. All these guys. So, IKF has given the Yankees what they've needed. So, and again, he's hustling, his base running, and the defense is getting better, even though it's not flawless. But again, there's not many flawless defensive shortstops anyway. So, like, Andrelton Simmons was a flawless defensive shortstop, but again, he hits .080. So, IKF is an upgrade there. That's the way I look at it. So, and IKF gets some clutch hits. He's a great base runner. And so I don't see them moving on from him just yet. So he wouldn't be mad at Marwin's role next year. It's just not hitting well enough or playing good enough defense to work. Well, even next year is not really long term. I don't think they're going to rush Volpe or rush some of these guys. So I personally don't I personally see him playing shortstop next year. But we'll see, Peter. Anything's possible. Shortstop's not the biggest problem on this team. Yankees have bigger problems. Outfield, is a major problem. I'm not really worried about IKF. So there was so many people say that the Yankees didn't get Correa. They're going to be a fourth place, fifth place team. They're going to be terrible. Best record in the American League East without Correa. So Padres get Andujar, Schmidt, Wisniewski, Wells, Gomez, Arias. The Yankees get Darvish, Trent Grisham, Mackenzie Gordon. They flip Darvish and Torres, Cabrera, and Selvage. Wow. Okay. And the Yankees get Lopez, Jazz, Chisholm, Blade. Dang. So Darvish. So the Yankees would keep Grisham, Lopez, Chisholm, Blade. So that's a nice trade too, Michael. Damn, you really got the trade machine on tonight, man. I like it. But again, expect more off nights. This just happens. Par for the course with a great team. And this happens to all the other teams. Dodgers stink it up sometimes. The Astros stink it up sometimes. It just happens. It stinks when our team stinks it up, but what are you going to do? What are we going to do? We have very good shortstop prospects, but they're not ready for the majors yet. And then I'm justified getting rid of IKF just yet either, Ben. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if one or two of those prospects get traded too for a bigger piece. But Anthony Volpe's their number one prospect. He's a shortstop prospect, so we'll see if he stays a shortstop. But IKF is a nice stopgap one way or another, if that's what he's going to be. The Yankees in '98 got pounded a couple times, Wink the Man. You're right about that. And yeah, we'll be fine. Dude, yeah, exactly, Mazza. It is good that they get humbled every now and then. Have force them to kind of readjust and kind of refocus. And tonight was just one of those nights where they needed to get humbled, and they did. So, Hicks has got to be true. A lot of people feel that way, DM. I don't see why. I see. Yeah, I don't know why people keep getting fed this. I don't know where it's coming from that IKF is so bad and blah blah blah. I don't know where are they getting fed this information. I don't. But whatever. He's their shortstop. And I think they don't have to force. They don't have to rush the prospect. So IKF is doing just fine. But yeah, and you're right too, Mazza. He doesn't have any trade value, so 98 couldn't hit Chuck. Wow, Chuck Finley, FG. You brought us back, bro. You brought us back. This lineup just scares me. The pitching probably can't keep this up. And then the lineup with IKF, Hicks, Gallo, and Higgy. Some nights as well. I don't disagree there, Peter. They have to make some moves. But of those guys you just mentioned, IKF is the least of our worries. Oh, the Celtics are up by 7 now. Nice. Bat again. I'm with you there too. I would bat him lead off and have DJ at second. Also, IKF and DJ leading off. How about? Who knows? They keep rotating their lineup. I'm not exactly sure what their method to their madness is yet, but I'm sure one day we'll figure it out, right? So. Yeah, I would agree, Maz. If you attach some prospects to Hicks and he'd have his contract, it would make him easier to move. He's already on a team-friendly contract, but unfortunately, his production is making that contract look not good right now. So, yeah, IKF is giving the Yankees exactly what they needed at shortstop this season. So, it is hard to complain when he's first place. And he's gotten clutch hits, clutch base running, clutch plays. He's been a contributor to this first place machine. So, will the Yankees ever stop their Judge and center and stand from the right? Wink the Man's a great question. I don't know. If they get Brian Reynolds, they will, because he'll be a center fielder. There's no doubt about that. Judge will not be playing center field if they got Brian Williams. Anyone, but not Anthony Volpe. Yeah, I hear that, Molly. Peter, DJ, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, JD, Glaber, Hicks, IKF, Trevino. Yeah, and that's a first place lineup right there. I mean, and yeah, if you didn't even include Carpenter or Donaldson. Oh, actually, you did. JD, okay. Yes. And Trevino's been solid too. Gallo and Trey Sweeney to the Cubs for Ian Happ. That's an intriguing one. I actually like that. Gallo and Sweeney to the Cubs for Ian Happ. And Ian Happ's got several years of team control left. He's a great defender. Actually, that is a trade I'd make, Hannah. I like that. It's low key, but it could be an impactful trade for both sides. Yeah. And Happ, to me, he's a more expensive version of Andrew Benintendi. So you'd have to give up a little bit more to get him. And we got more trades here, Mazza. Seattle and the Yankees. Andujar trade, all right. Yeah, the whole team sucked at ADM. It's just Stanton, Nestor. It happens. It really does. Cubs wouldn't want Gallo. Well, you'd have to attach like a Trey Sweeney to him in order to make it palatable. But you might want to even add like a Everson Pereira, like a young outfield prospect to that deal, just to get them to take Gallo. You had to give them like a Sweeney and a Pereira to make it a little bit more reasonable to get to part with Happ. I would try that. That might work. But we'll see. So, especially if they're not contained. Well, then you get, like I said, with Gallo, you get your major league guy just to replace Happ immediately, and then you have two prospects that they can build on. So, and I think it would take two prospects with Gallo instead of one to get a Happ, at least two. And I think Everson Pereira and Trey Sweeney would probably be a good fit to get an infielder and an outfielder. Nice position players for the Cubs. Something I would look into if I were them. Seattle gets Andujar, Glaber, Torres, Trey Sweeney, Austin Wells, Ken Waldichuk, Avi Garcia. The Yankees get Kyle Lewis, Ty France, Diego Castillo. Interesting. That's an interesting one, Mazza. Man, Yankees give up a lot, man. Davey, I'm not really. Waldichuk's the one that's tough for me to give up. That's a tough one, Mazza. But again, getting the Yankees what they need. Tigers got the Blue Jays steering Friday. Yep, no doubt. Well, at the end of the day, Adam, I'm going for Brian Reynolds. But if I can't get him, I'm going for Andrew Benintendi. But Reynolds is first pick no matter what. In the trade deadline, in the trade market, I want Brian Reynolds. Leadoff hitter and center fielder right there. Kill two birds with one stone. You have consistency at the top of the lineup, and you have consistency up the middle in center field. Switch hitter for both sides. I think he'd be on a better team here. He would play better, and no doubt about it. Brian Reynolds would be my guy. It's going to cost a lot more, but he'd be the guy to get. If Gallo had more of a left field approach, especially with two strikes, I don't think we have. You might be right, Dion. You might be right. It's just, you know what you're going to get with Gallo, and he's even said it. Strikeout, walks, home run. And that's pretty much it. The occasional single or whatever. Sean Manaea shutting out the Mets. Good, man. Good. Hicks is our only true center fielder we need to realize that. Well, that they have right now, absolutely. 100%. You're absolutely right about that, Robert. Reynolds is an expensive trade, but exactly. He's the guy that you give up good pieces for. You're going to have to. I would be shocked if they could get Brian Reynolds without giving up Jason Dominguez. I would be absolutely shocked. If he can, then that's a stroke of genius by Brian Cashman. Without giving up Dominguez or Volpe. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm going to give up Volpe anyway. The only person I'm seeing him giving up Volpe for is a Juan Soto. Hicks is coming around very slowly, but yeah. Brian Reynolds would be my guy still. Andujar for Fulmer and Clemens. Cody Clemens, wow. Be kind of cool. It's not a bad trade, actually, Ballin. I like that's kind of a low-key trade. I like that. I think the Pirates are going to want proven players, or both. Adam, let's just say the Yankees and Pirates agree to a trade where the Yankees get Brian Reynolds and David Bednar, right? Their top closer. The returns probably have to be Jason Dominguez, Luis Medina. You probably have to give up Trey Sweeney, Everson Pereira for the outfield, Miguel Andujar. Like, you're gonna have to give up a combination of major league players, young controllable players, and good prospects to get those. So you have to give up at least 5 guys to get those 2, but it would be worth it. Brian Reynolds and David Bednar. That would be a blockbuster of blockbusters. That would be a huge trade for the Yankees. It's a bigger magnitude than Andrew Benintendi, in my opinion, than Andrew Benintendi and Scott Barlow. And I would not be offended with that trade either. But Brian Reynolds and Bednar would be the big get. And again, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, addressing bullpen and center field. I mean, but Brian Reynolds, the guy's 27. He's not a free agent until 2026. You got several controllable years. Switch hitter, elite base runner, elite defender. Like, he's the guy. He's the guy. And he's a guy that we've been talking about for like a year now. So I hope the Pirates, come to their senses and consider moving him. Again, it would cost the Yankees a lot. I would be prepared to give up a lot, but you add Brian Reynolds to that lineup, boy, you're in a different ballgame. Different ballgame. Dustin Fowler, second chance in pinstripes. Never got a chance. Where is he now, Winter man? Is he in Oakland? Stanton left, Judge right, Reynolds center. I mean, that would be ridiculous, Jason. Ridiculous. Mazza, Pittsburgh. It's Andujar, Torres, Gallo, Dominguez, Sweeney, Arias, Pereira. Damn, 8 players and cash. Yankees get Reynolds, Bednar, Brubaker, Contreras, Chandler. I mean, just those 3 guys at the top. Reynolds, Brubaker, and Bednar right there. Outfield, starter, reliever. The 3, to me, most glaring Yankee needs in one trade. I like it, Mazza. And the other pieces, too, I like it, man. Sure, yeah, I mean, I would look out for the Marlins. They would be a good trade partner. They've been trying to get Brian Reynolds now for a while. Marlins, I mean, a couple of the teams. Astros, Mariners, a couple of the. I would watch out. There's going to be some teams breathing down their neck trying to get that guy. Which what I would do if I was Cashman, I would go out and and I'm hearing now rumblings that he really likes Brian Reynolds, so I would try to get him now. Don't wait for the deadline. Now. Because if you do that, it takes a big piece off the market, and then it forces your teams around you to overpay for other guys. Hit them where it hurts in their wallet, too. Doesn't mean you can't do that, right? Because if some other teams, again, and this is what happens to other teams, get their guy, and the Yankees wind up overpaying or making a trade for a guy that they don't really need, like, another Andrew Heaney, another K. guy. We don't need that. Don't need that. Jacoby Ellsbury. We don't need that. Merritt Kelly from Arizona, nice pitcher. He's solid. Keith Clements. Okay. Ballin, solid too. Clark Schmidt is the weakest link in the bullpen. Pat. He wasn't great today, but I mean, I guess a couple of guys having a couple innings, who can throw a couple innings would be a good idea. I think that they need to use him more regularly. In my opinion, they need to use Manny Benuelos more regularly too. At least probably twice a week to throw him a couple innings, just like Michael King. Use him twice a week. That's what I would do. Roansy Contreras does have a big arm, yeah. Fowler's with the Marlins and AAA jumbo. Okay. The Mariners could very well make a move. Yes, they could. I would not sleep on the Mariners. They have a lot of pieces that they can give up. Kalenic, yeah, but you're talking about Brian Reynolds, who's an upgrade from almost everybody in baseball at center field. So almost everybody. Merritt Kelly is another piece. Only realistic trade partners: Mariners, Pirates, D-backs, Royals, Rockies, Marlins, White Sox, Detroit. I would add Cincinnati to that. Pittsburgh. Yankees have a great trading relationship with Pittsburgh, Peter. I would personally add 2 of those teams. Have me must nah. I've not, Bobby. Whoever the Yankees trade for Andujar should be. Yeah, I mean, my guess is they'll end up moving Andujar and is part of something. It's part of something. So, yeah, this is Strasburg he's thrown only 26 innings since 2019. So, and he's on a $35 million a year contract for 7 years, and he's already lost 2 whole years of that contract because of his injury. So, talk about an albatross contract right now. Oh, yo. Hopefully, he gets healthy and goes back to somewhat a shell of his normal self because he's when he's good, he's really good. Steven Strasburg's really good. Yeah, I wouldn't be sleeping on the Mariners either, Ballin. Not even a little. Oh, you did say Pirates. Sorry, Peter. Yeah, Cincinnati. I mean, they're trading like everybody, so they seem to me they could be a good trading partner with the Yankees too. Strasburg. It's just terrible. It's 7 years, $245 million, which is 35 per year, and again, awful, man, awful. I'm with you, Jason. Get Reynolds like last week. Get him yesterday, and you keep him moving. Yeah, Strasburg was a beast the year that they won it, and ever since then, it's been injuries after injuries after injuries. So, it's what it is. It's like Mark Pryor is another one. I think, is he now the pitching coach for the Dodgers? I actually faced him at a scouting combine a bunch of years ago, Udall. Bucky Dent Baseball School. Mark Pryor was there, and I faced him. I was a leadoff hitter against. We played at the mock Fenway Park in Jupiter, Florida, and he's nasty, nasty. Mark Pryor. Looking around the league, there's no shortstop depth. Well, this is true, Peter. The Yankees have a ton of it. So they have valuable trade pieces. They really, really do. Haven't been any good young shortstop. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Young shortstops, yeah. Try to help a couple of these Yankees guys pan out. Non-contending teams seem to always procrastinate. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Ben. It's ridiculous. Maz has got another trade. The Diamondbacks get Andujar, Torres, Gallo, Wells, Sweeney, and Everson Cabrera, and Cash. The Yankees get Keita Marte, Merrill or Carson, one of the Kellys, Thomas and Lawler. That's another solid trade. Yankees give up a lot of quantity in these trades, but which Kelly are you talking about, Maz? Carson or Merrill? I hope I honestly hope Carpenter plays tomorrow. I wouldn't sit him again. I don't think it's fair. I just don't think it's a good idea. The Twins have Royce Lewis and Jermaine Pyle. Yeah. The Angels were in first place until they lost 13 games in a row. Terrible. Merrill Cowley. Okay. As I gotcha. That can't be fun staying up all night in the office on the day of the deadline. Ben Myers, I'm telling you, the trade deadline you talk about August 2nd. So the trade deadline usually is at 4 p.m. I'm going to go live that day at 11 a.m. and I'm just going to stay online. And I'll be putting out live time updates on the trades. Live time. You'll know exactly what's going on. And I'll stay a little bit beyond 4 because there's always some last minute deals that get reported 4:15, 4:20, 4:30 or whatever. I'll be there doing that. And that's going to be an absolute frenzy this year. So I can't wait to do that. Celtics are up, yeah. I see the Celtics go in, so. Maz, it's going to be fun, bro. Can't win every game, but we need to get traded 2 if we go to the playoffs. I agree, Udall, 100%. They need to fortify a little bit. Carlos, if I had to work with an MLB organization besides the Yankees, who would it be? It's a good question. Probably the Padres. I'd like to get them to help get them to the very top. I just like San Diego too. It's pretty. And but the Padres would be an organization who I'd like to get over that hump. And So yeah, I would say the Yankees obviously my first choice, always. You know, yeah, they better be buyers at the deadline. The Yankees. So do I still trust Oswald Peraza and Volpe the same way you did before the season? Kind of. Yeah, I'm not really worried about them too much, Peter. I mean, Volpe's up at another level now, Double A, so he's had adjustments. But they're also. I mean, look at them. They're base stealing machines. These guys are way on fire with stealing bases and hustling, and so I'm not really worried about them right now. It's too early to worry. Too early. Trade and flip special between the Yankees, Dodgers, and then the flip that goes between the Yankees and Pittsburgh. Let's see it, Mazza. Let's go. And I'll wrap it up in a few minutes too. I'm trying to get my health class work done before then. Get it done, Ballin. Get it done, baby. Got to somehow keep Judge, get Soto, get Rouse. Can you imagine that? If you can keep Judge and get Soto and Reynolds, oh my God. Wow. Keep Stanton. Like, that would be ridiculous. Stanton, I mean, like Soto and left. Excuse me. Reynolds in center, Judge in right, or alternating Judge with Stanton in right field and DH. That lineup would be nuts. Ryan Reynolds first, and you'd have like DJ batting second, then Judge third, Soto fourth, Stanton fifth. It would just be that would be the worst hell ever to go through as a starting pitcher. The worst. I would not want to do that as a starting pitcher. There's no freaking way. No. Ben, I'm with you too. The Angels are too good, but yeah, they need a reset. They need to reset the Angels, and I think the Mariners need some more weaponry in their shed. They need a couple more moves. So the rotation of shades for each. I mix it up, Dion. You see what I'm saying? I mix it up. I have some other ones. I'm gonna start busting into the rotation too. So get ready, Dion. You're gonna see a couple different looks. So, but I gotta keep it fresh. You know what I mean, Dion? I gotta keep it fresh. So, but I appreciate that, man. Would I rather have Judge or Trout for the about it on MLB? That's a good question, Peter. I don't know, to be honest with you, Peter. I mean, I would choose Soto over both of them for the next 8 years. I don't know. I mean, it's right down the middle for me. Would Judge take half the years of the contract and exchange ownership points? I don't know. They're not going to. They'll never give him ownership points. Steinbrenners, Chloe. They'll never do that. I think he wants to be the same you. Dion, I got you covered, bro. I think he wants to get. He wants Trout money for at least 7 or 8 years, maybe 9. That'd be my guess. Bucky F. and Dent. Oh, the infamous home run. Red Sox are a very good team. Besides looking at that, I'm not sleeping on any teams. I'm not sleeping. The Red Sox had a terrible start last year, and look what they did. I'm not sleeping on them. Not sleeping on the Blue Jays or the Rays. Nobody sleeping on nobody. It would be just a big mistake to sleep on these teams. So, Celtics. Yankees have a history of making unexpected trades at the deadline, like Ivan, Ichiro. Yeah. Do you see them making? Yeah, I do. Wink the man. He generally always does that. So I didn't expect Rizzo last year. I didn't expect him all. They got Rizzo. Great addition. Fantastic addition. I did not expect that at all. I mean, I didn't expect Trevino either, but it wasn't at the deadline. But still, I mean, those are the types of trades. Like Clay Holmes, like what the crazy. Just don't think they want to mess with the chemistry. I get you, Peter. But at the end of the day, Judge already made a business decision, right? So they have to do the same. But again, if he somehow doesn't come back and then they keep winning, everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So, but I get what you're saying. Guys like Hicks, Gallo, Glaber are great clubhouse guys. Yeah, there's no denying that, Peter. I mean, they're good clubhouse guys. But again, they're in the business of winning games. So, and if they have a chance to get a superstar, and they'll do it. They'll do it. It definitely wouldn't be not only Judge Peter, the starting rotation too. He's not the only reason they're here right now. But again, I know what you're saying. So I gotta give credit to the starters too. Judge will be getting a lot of money next season. He'll get paid. He's gonna get paid. He's earned the right to get paid. So it's his absolute right to cash in, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Think Yanks nah. DM. I'm trying to get younger now. Nah. I get younger and just that's what I would do. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do Tanaka at this point. Exactly, got to win on the field, man. The Mazda special here. The Dodgers get Andujar, Gallo, Peraza, Sweeney, Wells, Pereira, and Cash. Damn. Yankees get Lux, Gratterall, May, and Cartaya. That's what I'm talking about. And then they flip Lux on Torres and Dominguez and Cabrera and Sigler and Bro, and they get Reynolds, Bednar, Contreras. So the Yankees would keep Gratterall, May, Cartaya, Reynolds, Bednar. That's a nice major league package and a nice package of prospects too. I like that, Mazza. Gratterall. Yeah, he's a big arm though, so I mean, I think a guy like that working with Matt Blake, I think he would do a good job. He'll take 38 per. I'm not sure he won't, Steven. I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not sure. 36 per 7 is 252, and then you add a 36 for that's 288. He asked for 360. That's still, I mean, $72 million difference. And some team is going to be like, give him 9 or 10 years. And say he's the guy that we want. He's going to put butts in the stands. He's going to help us get over the promised land. Somebody's going to give him a 9 or 10-year deal. I'm pretty confident of that. So, but we'll see. Yeah, the Phillies are back on, man. Won 6 straight ever since they moved on from Girardi, right? It's crazy. Stanton in left, Soto in center, Judge right, Reynolds. One might be nice. Might switch for something on. Now at that point, I would have Stanton and Judge alternating DH and either left field or right field. I would have Reynolds in center and Soto in the other outfield spot. That's what I would do. Dion, have a wonderful night too, bro. I'm gonna wrap it up in like 2 minutes. At what point in the season? Judge hasn't been. He's not gonna. They're not. Megan. He's already said they're not going to renegotiate now till the end of the season. So that's it. He rejected their extension. He said they're not talking extension again until the season's over. So, do I start thinking the Yankees, man? Personally, well, I know I did. I moved on once he turned down the extension, and then I added trading him as part of the consideration. One of the options that has to be considered. People hate it, but it's business. So I don't think they'll. The Yankees will never let it be known that they've moved on, Megan. The only time we'll know that they've moved on is when they trade him. Yeah, it was 10 years, 360, Peter. It leaked everywhere the day of. Everywhere. And one article doesn't change that. Mazza. Yeah, man, thank you for the trades, bro. It was a great ones today, man. You got some really good ones, bro. Definitely see you on Saturday night, bro, man. Be safe, bro. Peace and love to you, man. Dion, peace, brother. Zach Thompson, yeah. Trevino behind the plate, call Severino Montgomery. Yeah, I think so. You know who it wasn't denied by? Peter? Judge. Wasn't denied by the Judge camp. 360 is ridiculous. Everyone knows that. It is ridiculous, but again, that's what he's asked. That's what he asked for, and he didn't say he didn't ask for it. So I don't care about what other people who aren't employed by the Yankees say. I don't care what Ken Rosenthal says or whatever. Judge did not deny it. Neither did his agent. Hello, Japan. it would hurt their leverage if they denied it. That's the ask. That's the ask. So, and it was, it was 130 million from the Yankees offer, and all the overwhelming majority of baseball GMs thought it was a very, very good offer, and they have confirmed that too. So, good luck. Good luck. I hope he gets 300 something million. I really do. Even if it was a fake report, Judge didn't deny. Exactly, Chloe. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It obviously wasn't their asking. Can't say that because Judge didn't deny it. Unless we heard Judge deny it, as far as we know, that's their asking price. What about Rizzo's comments on loyalty when that's about Judge's extension? I don't remember what the comments were, but all I know is that the Yankees offered to keep him here for 8 years. Remember the arbitration year and then a 7-year extension after that. And Judge said no. So the Yankees offered. They showed loyalty by doing that at 31 years old, and Judge said no. So as far as I'm concerned, the Yankees did show loyalty. I just don't remember what did Rizzo say went to man. I just don't remember. But yeah, it's part of the negotiations. It is what it is. Yeah. I don't think it's ridiculous for Judge Ashford. No, it's not. I mean, it's his right to cash in. This is his 1 year, But again, I'm not going to accept 7 bad years for 3 good ones. That's a terrible contract. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, long. It helps him regardless of so not necessarily. I mean, his performance helps him, so he's going to get paid one way or another. Doesn't matter. He's going to go to the highest bidder. I don't think there's a scenario in the world he's going to leave $50, $60 million on the table to come back to the Yankees. If the Brewers offer him $340, he's going to Milwaukee. If Texas, he's going to Texas. He's going to go to the highest bidder. If the highest bidder, there's a gap between the highest bidder and the runner-up, he's going to the highest bidder. And then you'll see exactly what his loyalty is. That's it. Actions speak louder than words. So, and he has no obligation to give the Yankees a hometown discount either. None. And I don't think he's going to give it to them anyway. So, that's just the way I see it. 8 for round 280, well, they could, but it's still going to be a massive overpay. But that's probably, I think that's going to be at least what he gets, or right around there, at least what he eventually winds up getting, Peter. I think there's going to be one team who just wants to blow everybody away. Like Texas did with A-Rod, like Seattle did with Cano. I have a feeling it's going to be the same way, whether it be the Padres, the Dodgers, whatever, the Mariners. Somebody I think is going to do it. The Angels, I think it'll be a West Coast team. So, but yes, Ben, 100%. Somebody's going to give him too much money for way too long. And again, how many, Yankees have more holes to fill than just Judge. Yankees overpaid for Cole by a lot. Remember, Peter, he was going into his 29-year-old season. He was 28. He was the top ace by a mile, and there's not going to be a pitcher like that available in the next several years. Well, it's not necessarily the case for Aaron Judge. It's a different situation. Runner-up 2 years in a row for Cy Young Award too. So it's not a good comparison. And it sounds like the Yankees bid against themselves with Cole too. So he didn't ask for that money. And Boris might have, but you can get a foot. Yeah, Judge. Yeah. Boston's up 2-1, man. The Giants are the biggest threat to getting. Yeah, could you imagine him going over there and hitting that ball into McCovey Cove? It would be definitely a nice guy version of Aaron Judge. I mean, of Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds was an a-hole to people. Judge is not. Judge is a very nice guy. Well-spoken, polite, articulate, like good teammate, leader. Judge might hit 65. No one else does. Nobody cares. This is what I'm talking about, Peter. Nobody cares right now. It's too early to predict 65 home runs. It's way too early for that. It's just like it's too early to predict the Yankees are going to have a better record than the 1998 team. It's too early for that stuff. If Judge has 50 in August, then we'll talk about 65. He's got 22. Yeah. I mean, that's just me. I don't see the point in talking about that stuff so early. Just like people saying, "Oh my God, he's no hitting him." It's the third inning, and people are talking about no hitters. Like, come on. You know what I mean? That stuff doesn't make sense to me. Aaron Judge is going to offer a lot off the field to a team. Yeah, he will. No doubt, Ben. No doubt about it. Yeah, I hear that, Udall. I hear that. I hear that, man. Amen, Udall. At least Barry Bonds now admits he was an a-hole. Well, huh? I appreciate that. Clemens, too, has admitted his issues. Yep. I mean, Clemens was probably the greatest right-handed pitcher of all time. Barry Bonds was Barry Bonds. So, like, you know, I think Cohen will give Judge that. Yeah, let Cohen do it. Let him. Go for it, man. Go for it. Go to Queens. Get your bag in Queens, man. Get it. People that think that if Judge walks and somebody gives him some ridiculous money and they think the Yankees are not going to make several moves, they will. They will. You can honestly see a smaller team drop money for. Yeah, they could. I mean, you could very well see that, Ben. 100%. 100%, man. But it's again, it's too early to speculate. I hope he stays healthy. Hope he wins the MVP. And in one way or another, hopefully, he helps the team win the World Series because that's the end of the game. That's the main goal. Wish Cole had the same dog in him that Clemens had. He's a different type of player, but he does. Clemens was crazy, and again, see, this is what I'm talking about, Cole. Clemens, he's a very rare breed, and he's by far beyond Hall of Fame credentials. And again, Cole's he's an introverted guy. Obviously, he's maybe socially awkward. But his stats don't lie. He's going to wind up with probably Justin Verlander type stats, 3,000 strikeouts and other things too, and he'll get them with the Yankees. So I'm not really worried about Cole. I've seen Cole. And again, Clemens was a little nuts too. That's what made him special. Yeah, Clemens actually was my favorite pitcher of all time. And Cole's my favorite Yankee pitcher now. So I love both of them. Both of them on the same rotation would be nuts. Yankees will do for themselves and not caring about you. Yeah, well, exactly. You don't exactly. It's a business, man. Absolutely business. Bumgarner, Scherzer. Yes, man. Yes. Yeah, Max Scherzer. Yeah. They got that dog in them. Garrett Cole's, yeah, I mean, he could be socially awkward, but so what? He is great with people, kids and whatnot. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for the guy. And I can't strike out 325 major leaguers. You know who never did that? Clemens never did that. Verlander never did that. Bumgarner never did that. Scherzer never done that. 325? It's a lot of strikeouts, man. A lot of strikeouts. So, but Cole is he's a bulldog on the mound. He's a bulldog on the mound. Again, Clemens is notorious for certain things too. There's no doubt about it. So, Judge, Dominguez, Andujar, and Sweeney for Corbin and Soto. Ooh. I would definitely get Corbin over Strasburg at this point. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's an interesting one. You wouldn't see Clemens tip his cap after giving up a double. Who cares? Who cares at this point, Peter? It's pointless. Clemens was the Yankees ace when he was here. Cole's the Yankees ace now. You know, and at the end of the day, don't be surprised if Cole gets 250 or 300 wins and goes to the Hall of Fame too at some point. It's just too early for that. It's too early. Clemens also had a lot of baggage behind him too. All this steroid Mitchell report and blah blah. Even though he never failed a test and he won everything in court, he has this stigma behind him, and now he's not going to get into the Hall of Fame because of it. So, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It really is. He should be in the Hall of Fame. And so should Bonds, honestly. I don't see anything wrong with sportsmanship either. Clemens was notorious for hitting batters too. So we don't need him to be a dog. We need him to be an ace, Peter. CC Sabathia was a dog and an ace. But one of the first guys, if you notice, when they hit a Yankees batter and the Yankees get pissed, and Cole is the first guy to jump over the fence and ready to throw down. Judge, nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. Just an observation, Peter. So if we're going to dump on Cole, he's the first guy over that fence to defend his teammates. Clemens got, I think, like 60% or something like that. Wink the man. He needs 75. He got like 60, somewhere around there. It's unfortunate. That was his final year of eligibility. Now, instead of the sports writers, the Veterans Association has to be the ones that get him in. So. It's a good one. Cole also has the best fastball in baseball. Fine after this. I don't know why they made him the poster child for Spot Attack. Everybody was using it. I don't see any decline in his performance, do you? Nope. And I don't see Cole drilling the guy on purpose. No, I don't. But who cares? These are pointless. Pointless questions. He doesn't need to intentionally hit a guy on purpose. Doesn't need to. They have other things to do, other things to worry about. They're trying to win a World Series. You know what I mean? Same to you, Jason Long. I said I was going to wrap it up. Now I got caught into this. I'm not doing a Cole versus Clemens thing. I want both of them on my team, to be honest with you. CC or Draymond Green for the Warriors. I'd love to hear an inside look from a player's perspective. It might help with young. Yeah, most definitely. It's your boy. What's up, man? Pedro's in the Hall of Fame, and he was the biggest headhunter. Yeah, he was also like 160 pounds. And he wasn't afraid of anybody. That dude would drill anybody. Clemens was also a brick shithouse. He was huge. So is Nolan Ryan, big boy. And Cole is huge. He's a big dude, too. But again, I don't need to see them throw headhunting. This is pointless. Because now it's different, too. You get thrown out of the game immediately. So what the hell's the point of intentionally hitting somebody? They throw you out immediately. So that to me doesn't make sense. Before it wasn't that same way. Cole does throw high and tight to intimidate, so and his control is good, so he's not going to intentionally hit people. Long, no doubt, Saturday night, brother. From the Tory days to Girardi to now retaliate is not in the mindset. Yeah, exactly. Just a different mindset. It's a different mindset. Yeah, I said CC was a dog. Yeah, he stood up for his teammates. He did. Cole didn't. So I respect that. I respect both of them. Yeah, plans to win ball games, and Cole can definitely. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Cole's gonna help the Yankees win a ton of ball games, so that's what matters. Guys aren't built. It's different, man. I mean, 6'4", 235 is a big dude one way or another. So CC was like 6'7", 290. Good luck charging the mound. Good luck. Good luck charging Roger Clemens. Good luck with that, right? You remember Nolan Ryan didn't look like those guys. Anybody that charged the mound was sorry that they charged him out. Robin Ventura. Did you see what he did to Robin Ventura? Oh, my God. That dude was one tough cookie, Nolan Ryan. Whew. Chapman, Stanton, JT. I love Stanton. I like Donaldson too. I like Chapman too. Stanton's one of my favorite Yankees. He's always been since he's been here. Takes the heat, answers the hard questions, doesn't back down. And he just puts his foot down, puts his head down, just gets to work, man. Gets to work. Yeah, exactly. He'll team Japan. Good luck attacking a guy as big as Cole. He's a big dude, man. Yeah, I've seen this. I mean, I've seen him. I've seen David Wells out there. Cole's always the first one out there too now. So someone tried to charge Randy Johnson. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just somebody tried to charge Randy Myers. I remember at a relief pitcher, and he was a martial arts expert. Didn't turn out well. I'll never forget that. Mike Hampton too, another pitcher who I also think he was a martial arts expert. Somebody tried to charge him. Did not turn out well. So you never know. That's why you never know who you're gonna deal with. Yeah. Sevy's got, yeah, I like Sevy. Sevy's got fire, man. You know, man, CC looks fantastic. He looks fan freaking tight. Looks like a tight end in NFL. He's in such great shape. He's. I see him going to the Hall of Fame. CC. I think he'll get in. It's your boy, man. I think the Angels are going to be okay. I think they're going to make some adjustments. I think they need more pitching, obviously, and it's really, and I mean, it's a joy to watch when Trout's playing well. I know he's got some injury, right? He's got a tight groin right now, and him and Otani playing well. I think they're going through a transition too. Um, so at the end of the day, I think they'll be okay. It's your boy. So just hang in there, man. But I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. And they've already spent some time in first place. So I mean, they're obviously good enough to get at first place. I think they're good enough to get back in first place too at some point. So yeah, Mike Hampton, man. Same here, Robert. Loved them when they were with the Yankees. Hated them when they were with the Red Sox. But even though Clemens was my favorite player of all time, favorite pitcher of all time, even when he was with the Red Sox. Natural to hate to learn. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the Angels need to get healthy. It's your boy. They definitely need to get healthy. They do. But anyway, let me wrap this up, man. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for the great conversation, great company. I appreciate all yous. And I'm sure we'll be hopping on Saturday night too. But I'll keep putting out the lives after the games, and hopefully the Yankees take the series tomorrow. So I'm hoping to have some good news on Garrett Cole tomorrow night. So one way or another, I will see you. Have a great night. Peace and love. Over and out.